What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth. Got a little bit something different today. So yesterday I was standing in my kitchen getting a cup of coffee, and my wife walked up behind me with a box in her hand asking me if I knew who John Hassler was. I said, I have no idea who John Hassler is. And then she said, well, you received a package from him. And then it dawned on me that I am friends with a Marc Hassler on Facebook, who I know on YouTube as Marc of Horror. So I have a package here from Marc of Horror that I am going to open for you guys today. So let's get into it and see what Marc sent me. He contacted me asking a few questions. He did ask for my address, so I knew that something was coming. And he asked me about different movies and different horror things, just a couple random questions. So I knew I had something coming. I just expected it to come from Marc Hassler and not John Hassler. I started a new job in the last week, and I've been working my butt off. I was half out of it when she asked me this question. So it took me a couple minutes to figure out who on earth John Hassler was, but now I know who it is. Now I have the package here that I knew was on the way. So I have no idea what's in this box, so we're gonna find out together. I'm trying to avoid putting his address on here. I don't want to do that to the poor guy. All right, let's see. Glasses, I know I had glasses. Unfortunately, I do need these to read sometimes. All right, we have a Fallout Dorbs figure. That is pretty darn cool. Not real familiar with Fallout, but I know this helmet that this guy is wearing. I have a helmet in this house that I can put on my head that I bought for my son a couple years ago. He loves Fallout. We were in Spirit Halloween, and he saw that mask. He made mention of it, and then when the prices dropped in Spirit Halloween, I went back and bought the mask for him. He came home from school that day, and the mask was sitting on his bed, and all was right with the world. All right, what else we got here? Nightmare Before Christmas. I have no idea what that is. So should we open it? I think we should open it. All right, we're gonna open it. I have to find out what's inside of this thing. So Marc's a good dude. I do a live stream for H&S Collectibles most Saturday nights. I haven't been on all of them. There's one night that I was tired. One night I didn't feel good. Tonight he's doing it from 9 to 1, which is his normal time, and I work 3 to 11. So I won't even get home from work until 11:30. So depending upon how I feel, I'm going to pop on there, or may not pop on there. I'm going to try and pop on there, if nothing more, just to say hi to the guys. All right, what do we have inside of this thing? I haven't the foggiest idea what that is. It is definitely a ghost dog. Believe it or not, I have never watched Nightmare Before Christmas all the way through. I watched some of it, but I didn't watch all of it. But that clearly is a ghost dog. Alright, what else we got here? That's really cool. That's a napkin. That's really cool. A skull napkin that will definitely never be used. It will just be on display here in my horror room. Making sure his address is not there. Alright, his address is on that side. Alright. Demonoid postcard. Alright, let me just skim through this. Alright, this is from Marc. Let me just read this and make sure there's nothing on here that I can't say. Alright, here we go. Hi John, I hope this pandemic pick me up finds you and your family well. Eat zombie Skittles at your own risk, but please don't eat 30-year-old gum. Your friend, Marc of Horror. That's really cool, Mark. Thank you, brother. I love it. I probably should have found this and read it first, huh? Such a cool postcard. Cody mentioned on his videos that Mark sends really great stuff to his friends. And this tells me that Mark definitely considers me a friend, and I consider you a friend as well, Mark. This is awesome, man. All right, and I have a stack of DVDs in here. Midnight Horror Collection. Very cool. What do we have? We have The Legend of Sorrow Creek, Prom Night, Below, I Am Omega, Evil Bong, Meridian, Demonic Toys, and Decadent Evil. Very awesome. It's good stuff, Mark. Oh, this is great. I definitely don't have this. The original 1933 King Kong. That's fabulous. I will definitely be watching this with my boys. They are both fans of King Kong and Godzilla. So I will definitely be, they'll be just as excited about this as I am. That's awesome, Mark. Thank you. Next up, we have something called Darkness. An eerie, menacing, and unusually classy hybrid of The Shining and the Amityville Horror. Oh, that's right up my alley. Very, very cool. Tell you what, man, the pace that I've been buying movies lately, too, I got a lot of movies to watch. Here's Jeepers Creepers 3. I watched this one on television, but I have not ever seen it unedited. I don't own this one. I own the first two and love the first two. So I'm looking forward to giving this one another watch without all the commercials and without it being diced to pieces. Alright, 4 sci-fi movies. Breeders, Supernova, Retroactive, and Species. I think of all 4 of those, the only one that I have is Species. I'm pretty positive I have Species. That's a pretty common movie. I think I do have it, but I'm not positive. Pretty darn positive, but not absolutely positive. Alright, next up is Outpost. These movies are fantastic. I think that I may have seen all of these, but I'm not sure. I actually need to look further into that to see how many of these movies were actually made. I think I might have 2 or 3 of these movies. I'm not positive. But that's awesome. And I don't know that I have that on Blu-ray. So that's cool. I know that I definitely don't have this. Believe it or not. All these movies I have behind me, and I don't have Nightbreed. That's fantastic. I haven't seen this movie probably since it came out, to be honest with you. I remember being very attracted to this movie right off the bat as soon as I heard that this was from Clive Barker, because of the Hellraiser fan that I am. So that's awesome, man. It's got the snap case. You can't even get those anymore. I don't think you can anyway. Alright, next up is Julianne Moore in The Forgotten, the biggest jaw dropper since The Sixth Sense. You don't see very many movies like this with Julianne Moore in it. The only one that comes to mind right away is she was the mother in Carrie. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't she the one that played Starling in one of the one of the Silence of the Lambs sequels? Agent Starling, that's what I'm trying to come up with. Oh, this is cool. Saw Uncut Edition. That's awesome. The case is awesome. You can see the liquid inside of the case. Well, you can't see it on the camera, but there's liquid inside of the case. That's really, really cool. Huge Saw fan. Somebody actually recently asked me something about the Saw movies, and I love the Saw movies. I'm a huge fan of the Saw movies. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Chris Rock is doing with this new Saw that's supposed to be coming out. I hope he doesn't ruin it. I don't think he will. I have faith. Alright. Day Watch. Mark, you're too good, man. You're too good to your friends. Well, I take that back. You can't be too good to your friends, but this is fantastic, man. I'm running out of room. I'm trying not to knock my camera over. Alright, Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. Very awesome. Just so cool, man. Alright, I gotta start making another pile. Alright, an underwater coaster. Where on earth did you find a coaster for underwater? I actually want to watch this movie this week. My son has been pestering me to watch that movie. And I'm thinking tomorrow is Father's Day, so tomorrow may be a good day to watch that movie with my son. And now I understand the postcard. Zombie Skittles. Yeah, I'm definitely going to eat the zombie Skittles. A Marc of Horror business card. That is too cool, man. I actually was thinking about getting a business card for Project Ellsworth as well. I very seriously have been thinking about it. Mark apparently already thought about it, so I gotta do it. Very cool. A Daryl Dixon keychain. I don't have this. I have the Rick Grimes keychain that would stand side by side with Daryl. I'm obviously not going to put them on my keys because my pockets aren't big enough, but that's awesome. I never saw the Daryl. The only one I've ever seen is the Rick. What else we got in here? What is this? United States National Science Research Station. Antarctica Outpost number 31. Okay, well that's the Thing. That's got to be from the Thing. How cool is that? Very cool. The Thing is absolutely positively, in my opinion and many others' opinions, one of the greatest horror movies that has ever been made. It's a sci-fi / horror movie that's ever been made. Love that movie to death. Now I have some cards. I got some Little Shop of Horror cards. This is so stinking cool, man. Starship Troopers cards. You sure I can't eat 30-year-old gum, Mark? Well, I can, but you don't suggest it. Alien 3 cards. Terminator 2 cards. And X-File cards. X-Files cards. Where in the world did you find this stuff? Little baggie. Alright, with some Smarties in there. I was trying to read them to see if they had something written on them. Alright, and I got a couple buttons. What do we got? Ghostbusters button. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. So cool. Alright. What is that? Oh, I see something else. Done with that. A little bat ring. I think I have a spider ring. So I'll sit him in my display case next to the spider. That works out. And what on earth is Marc of Horror, Marks of Horror coloring book. How crazy is that? That's awesome, man. And that is Mark. This is just amazing. Here's all Mark's information. Check him out, guys, on YouTube and Instagram and so forth. There's another picture of Mark. Now you're going to have me coloring Mark. This is cool, man. Just unbelievable. Alright. Well, all I can say, Mark, is this was just over the top nice of you. Fantastic. I'm humbled by receiving this box. I just think this is wonderful. You're just a good dude, man. Hopefully I'll be able to repay you someday. Your friendship is just, it's really cool. The people that I've met on YouTube, it's just amazing. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I will take care of all this stuff. It's got a wonderful home. I'll give it a wonderful home. I'll watch all these movies and maybe I'll give you guys some reviews on them. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Mark, again, thank you, brother. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed the video and you have been enjoying my content up to this point, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Make sure you check out Marc of Horror on YouTube. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, have a kick-ass day, and thank you for watching. Thank you so much, Mark.